We are now looking at our 2004 RAV4. We have decided to take a look at something because we are looking at a lot of oil consumption on this vehicle for some odd reason. We look pretty good there. You can see that in the sun. But we are at the correct marks. Now the car is sitting a little bit on a hill. What I've noticed is driving consistently for several weeks at higher RPM, we notice that it's burning a lot of oil. Tailpipe's clean, just carbony on the tailpipe. Just carbony on the tailpipe here. So you can see, but no oil. It's very, very clean in there. So thinking high carbon buildup. Could be a couple different things. We are using, the car recommends 5W30. So being that this car is actually higher mileage, let's get the correct mileage. Our mileage is showing us 258,690. So this Toyota motor has 200 and almost 60,000 miles on it. So I thought I would see if we could use AI to troubleshoot this issue with our car and pull out our old pocket computer here and see what we could do as far as maybe investigating further how we can troubleshoot this issue. A couple things to note that it did point out as we diagnose this. We do see here, this engine's a little bit different, but obviously this is the air intake under here. You pop these clips here and this pops out. You can change your air filter back here. If you follow the air horn down, you see that it looks like our mass airflow sensor is sitting right down there. And then there's this tube that comes off of here and connects up underneath the valve cover here. And then since AI recommended that we look and troubleshoot at the positive crankcase ventilation valve, it's right here on the motor. So unfortunately, we do have to kind of take some of this airbox cleaner stuff off so that we can get to this and see, as it's a pretty easy fix. We might as well try it. We did just top off the oil again. So at this point, to change the oil, I want to see if changing out the PCV valve is a recommendation, a cheap fix. For this vehicle with high mileage is a recommendation. I don't see a lot of blow by as far as blue smoke when you start it up. The engine has a lot of power. So I don't think it's our rings. And we did do an EPR treatment not that long ago. So I would say that this motor is probably suffering from a PCV valve issue. Basically, as the clean air is passing through here, it's now pulling through here, though it has a lower air pressure, comes across the valve cover and then exits that PCV valve. We'll see it better once I remove the air cleaner box, but that then goes back down into the intake manifold and directly into the combustion chambers. So I'm thinking that's how the excess oil is being burnt. And then, so through the combustion chamber, and then any residual is going to be probably going through the catalytic converter, because my suspicion is that the catalytic converter being right here, really close off the engine, that thing gets really hot and would probably burn off really any of the oil that's making it past the system here. So this is the investigation. We're going to see if AI can help us fix it. Obviously, this will be a trial and error to run it after, do this tune up, do this fix. We'll take the valve off. I think that's a good first step. Take the airbox off. We'll take the valve out. We'll shake it. We'll hear if there's any, if the valve is open or closed. It could be stuck closed, because you can see if we open up the oil fill hole that it looks a little bit varnished. It may be hard to see, but it definitely is varnished in here. So my suspicion is that that PCV valve is potentially clogged right here, and we'll take it off, we'll shake it, and we'll see how it does, and we'll go from there. So here we go. So let's get that PCV valve off of there. Looks like we've got a clamp. We'll take that off. Just gently pry it back. And then ever so slightly take your flat blade and just kind of gently work it there. And give it a little wiggle. And we're gonna get that little, I think it's got to get over that nipple. Just be careful not to damage the hose in the process. Okay, that looks better. All right, there is our hose off of there. Excellent. So now, yeah, you can see how dry rotted that is. Yikes. I'm not really seeing any oil on there. Let's figure out what size wrench that is. We're going to use our handy dandy adjustable wrench. Press it and see if we can get it. Ah, perfecto. Way to unscrew it. See if I've got a deep socket. Oh, look at that. Much better. Here's a deep socket. This is actually 7/8. Interesting, but it does fit on there. So let's use that. I'm going to use an actual wrench on this. So let's get that in there. Better to use an actual wrench than it is any issues with the valve. Just be gentle on the valve cover. These are magnesium valve covers. So this is an original PCV valve. Okay, let's take a gander at what this looks like. Okay, so there is our PCV valve. Interesting, you can kind of see it's, hey, guess what? I don't know if you can hear that. It does move back and forth. You can hear that on the microphone. And it doesn't look super gooped up, not with all the amount of oil that it's burning. So, you know, just as a maintenance thing, we're going to go ahead and change it anyways. But that doesn't look terrible. Interesting. So let's get the new one out. All right, so here is the old one, and here is the new one. This is import direct from O'Reilly Auto Parts. So there is that. There is our new one, just to compare it. You can hear it. This one sounds a little stuck, so, but we can compare that those are correct as far as the right part. If you're looking for this part for your 2AZ-FE engine, this is the part number here, 28-0175. That is a PCV valve from O'Reilly. So, okay. Let's get this stabbed in there. It's a good maintenance item. So, all right. So as far as reinstalling this, there really shouldn't be any issue as far as it's already pre-gooped with the thread locker on there. So let's go ahead and get that stabbed in there. Let me give you a quick view on the back side. So here is the back side of the motor. Looking in there, there's the hole. I don't know if we can get a very good picture of that. There's the hole where the PCV valve goes into. So, all right, let's get this on there. So we're just going to take it and thread it back in. Make sure your threads are clean, your hole is clean. Again, remember, gentle as far as screwing it back in. And we'll go ahead and get our socket here. All right, let's get this on there. And then we're just going to tighten. We're going to torque to just being snug. Nothing crazy. Okay, so we've got that on there and cinched down. I'm just going to take a little bit of water, otherwise known as spit, and just put it on our rubber gasket there and slide her back on. And then put your clampy back. And there you go, folks. That's how you change out a PCV valve. So installation is easy peasy on that.